Alright guys, so I put this into another video because, we were having some bugs and I've tried to go and fix them. I did. So for one, I was being an idiot on our line trace. We need to plus our line trace by our world location. So after we multiply our forward vector, it's going to plus it by our world location. What was happening before is this was always coming out to, a super small y, z, and just our forward x value for the most part for our forward vector. So it's going to a very small number of the actual world location instead of actually in front of us. So what we were supposed to be doing was supposed to plus it by our location. So, whoops, this program causes my computer to be a little laggy because I have an Intel and an Nvidia, and backgrounds used on the Intel card, so I can't run my recording software on my Nvidia card, and it's a little hard on my Intel card. So when we've got this plus now, and when we go and play it, when we actually press our button, it does a line trace actually in front of us. It did. Am I pressing the wrong button? Oh. What the hell's going on? This was working last time I had it. This is the beauty of it. Pick up. I'm pretty sure I set that. Sure I was hitting the button. I mean, we were seeing the line trace, but it was working. Last time I had this open, I had this working. And it's on the E key. Alright, I think it is working. Just looks weird. Did move the arms a little bit. Yeah, it's working. So, and I also fixed our collision. So, if we look at it and you can see it coming in the upper left of the screen, I have it displaying the name. So we can now hit our assault rifle and Nerf gun. We just now need to attach it. So what I did, you see, we don't actually have to hit the gun, we just have to hit that box collision we added. And the problem we were having where it wasn't hitting the box collision, I read up and found that there is a bug with a line trace hitting a box collision with the default collisions. So what I did was I went into edit, project settings, and collision. And in here we can make our own custom trace channels. So I created a new channel. I just called it gun channel and set it to block. Inside of our guns, the master class, I went into the box and set all of the trace channels to block and all of the other things to overlap, so we could just run over it, not have it, obstruct our character. So now we can run through it, but actually shoot a line trace at it and hit it. So now what we need to do, I can get rid of this now, because we don't need to see the name. What we need to do is we're going to need to add it to our character. Even when he goes to pick it up, he's going to need to, pick it up and actually hold it. So we're going to see. I was just doing. This should be the Nerf gun, so we should be able to pick up the Nerf gun. We want to attach to our mesh. We want the socket, our grip point, what they call it. We want it to weld simulated bodies. I probably should be using attach actor to actor. So I think I already hit this and I couldn't pick it up. Yeah. I'm hitting it, I'll pick it up. We should try attach actor to actor. Oh, let's copy and paste our socket name. Want our mesh for... I guess this is an actor, so we don't need the mesh. It's just going to target itself. And the target that we're connecting to is going to be what we hit our line trace with. We want the location to snap to us. We want the rotation to keep its own, and then same for its scale, we want to keep its own. It should just snap into our hands right. Let's see if this is firing. It's first person character. Holy God, that scared the ever-living shit out of me. So, this is not firing. So that's weird. It is saying that it is not hitting a gun, even though we know it's hitting a gun because we just had it displaying its name. Let's set it to Nerf gun real quick and see if it fires. You know, change their shooting volume, man. That thing is just kills you. So we're still not picking it up, and it still looks like this is still firing false, when obviously it should not be. We are hitting a gun. We are even hitting the Nerf gun at top of that right now. We were already printing the display name. So why is this not hitting our guns? Let's try taking this out. I mean, technically it's not needed, because we checked the C to add anyways. Okay, so now it says it's firing it, but the gun's not moving. So let's try, guess we could try using this one again. These attached ones can be kind of finicky to find which one you want to use. There we go. So now we can pick it up. You see, I fucking went and I actually picked it up. But one of the problems we're going to have is we could still hit it. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe, yeah, I think it, oh, I think our line trace is now hitting our gun. So we're not going to be able to come and try and pick up this one. As you can see right here, right as we fire it, it's getting hit. So we're going to need to do need an array of actors for it to ignore. What should we do for what to ignore? We can then try we can create an array of guns. I guess we don't need to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to create a variable guns. Sorry for the lagginess. We're gonna make it, just make it the master class again, BP guns. Call that a reference. And then we're going to turn it to array for one. And we're going to say that we're going to ignore all of our guns. That way we don't have to worry about the line trace, it getting in the way of the line trace. And then we want to, when we pick up our gun, we're going to want to set this. We're going to drag off from here. You're going to add unique. This is so we don't get multiple of the same gun. We don't want to fill the array up with the same object over and over and over again. Guns. Oh, we're going to pick it up and then add it to our array of actors to ignore. Let's see if this works. And so that way we can still be able to line trace to pick up a new gun after we've picked up our first one. So boom, I pick it up. And boom, there we go. We no longer have our line trace hitting. I can come over and hit our next gun. Except for it's not going to do anything yet because we don't have it set up. So, what's the error? I think it's erroring on the array, but that's only because there's nothing in the array when we start line tracing at first. It's not until we pick up our first gun that there's something added to that array. So what we need to do now is, for one, we need to set holding gun. As well. Which is also going to be this. What we just used to add to our unique. No? Why can you not? This should be compatible with BP guns. Oh, I gotta drag it from here. That's the problem. Bink. Right there. There we go. So, now we're gonna say, when I pick up a gun, I'm now holding a gun. Let me clean this up real quick. A little OCD about these. I hate making them a giant mess and trying to clean it up later. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to get this. We're going to say is valid. So, the way we're setting it right now is we're saying, are we holding a gun? Let's drag from here. Hold control and drag, by the way, if you're curious of how I pulled off that pin. So we're going to say, if it's not valid, we're going to attach it to it. If it is valid, we're going to... Actually, I'm going to need to drag this farther over because it's all going to need to connect. So if it is valid, we're going to get our holding gun and we are going to destroy this. We're going to say we don't want to attach two different guns into our hand. We want to destroy our current gun. This is only if you wanted to switch on pickup. If you didn't want to switch on pickup, this would be entirely pointless. You know, we can add in, you can always add in another branch too before this for a player to switch something, say auto pickup of gun, you know. You could set if they wanted to automatically pick up or not. And then if it was set to automatically pick up or not, it would. So we're going to destroy the gun we're holding. Then we're going to set our holding gun to nothing. We want to wipe that variable. We're destroying the actor. We're going to wipe the variable. And then from there, we'll continue on, attach our actor, and add our unique with our holding, and reassign our holding gun. And then we can just do the same thing for over here. I'm going to say, is it valid? Is it not valid? If it's not valid, we're going to do pretty much the same thing. I don't think we actually need to do something different. This should work like this. And then we need our reference. And holding gun. Okay, let me check if it works real quick. We should be able to pick this up. And we should be able to pick this up. Nope. No. Well, we can see that we got our actor destroyed. Oh. Well, that was quite interesting. Oh, wait, no. Yes, yes. We didn't attach the parent to connect to. It's probably going to 0, 0, 0 of the world. So we it should have picked it up on the first try anyways, but it made me do it a second time, so this time we're gonna watch it. So right now I'm walking over and I'm picking up the first gun. You can see it wasn't valid. We picked up our first gun. Now I'm gonna go over to the second gun and pick this gun up. Yes, there we go. God damn it, that goddamn shot is so loud. So now we can pick up our other gun. I'll do it again. You guys can see. Should be working on yours, but we pick up our first gun, and if we go and pick up the second one, it's gonna destroy the first one and equip our second one. So now we can go pick up the gun, and we also can't hold two guns at one time. So now we need to, first of all, I need to find where they're doing the shot, because I'm going to deafen myself with this shot. Where is that sound at? Play sound out location. Volume 0.1. Let me check this real quick. It's just like blowing up in my ear every time I click it. God, that's still kind of... I figured it was going to be almost to a whisper, and I could still hear it pretty well. 0.001. There we go. And it's kind of funny because if you spam the shots, they get louder. Okay. So we can now pick up our guns. Now we need to be able to switch between them. We also are going to want to make sure we can switch between them, you know. We want it to, basically we'll use the array of guns that we're using for our ignore, for our line trace. We're also going to use that to find out, has the player picked up this gun yet? Do they own this gun? Have they picked up the shotgun? Well, they can't switch to the shotgun because they haven't picked it up yet. Otherwise, if we don't set it right, they'll be able to switch to the shotgun whether they've picked it up, regardless if they picked it up. So let's add, we're going to need to add some more buttons to be able to switch for one. We're going to edit, get project settings, and input. We'll add weapon 1, weapon 2, Let's make this number 1 and number 2. And we'll go weapon 1. So, on released, we're going to need to get our guns. We're going to need to get... What do we need? We need... we need to get the array number. No. We can do, I guess we can, well, that doesn't work because we wouldn't be able to get the array number from the array itself. How should we do this? Trying to think of the best way to be able to do this. I mean, we could add something like a boolean for checking if they've picked it up before or not. But you know what? For right now, I'm not even gonna worry about it. We could put that in a later video. Making something a little more complicated for checking out whether they've picked it up or not. Create a new variable. Well, we're just going to set it up easy. We're going to say on key 1, we're going to get our current holding gun. If it equals our Nerf gun, let me get weapon 2 really quick. Weapon 2. And do not equal. Okay. Oh, this needs that. Nerf gun. So number 1's gonna be Nerf gun. If it equals Nerf gun, we're not gonna do anything. But if it doesn't, we're gonna destroy actor. Which is gonna be whatever gun we're holding. And then we are going to spawn our new bolt or our new weapon. Spawn actor from class. I don't think we need to worry about putting in where it's gonna spawn because it's gonna attach to us anyways. I mean, we'll see what happens. We might need to attach it to or spawn it near ourselves if it looks weird, but I think it's just gonna pop into our hands pretty much. Okay, so we want to spawn the, what did I call it? I called it something. Rifle, I think. Yeah, assault rifle. Oh wait, this is not for the assault rifle. This is for our Nerf gun. Nerf gun. And we can just copy from up here. And do this. And then this. I'm missing something, ain't I? Am I missing something? No. We're gonna attach to the actor we're spawning. After it's spawned and we've attached, we're gonna set our holding gun. So our holding gun is always staying set. God damn it. And drag that back. And then now we need to copy and paste for weapon slot number 2. And then so let me change this. I'm gonna make this just so they stay similar between them. We'll say equals again. Range equal assault rifle and false. Oh, we have to have a spawn transform. So let's just say ourselves. Oh wait, except for we don't want to. It just needs a world position. I know that. That's the only thing it's complaining about. We don't want to take our rotation or scale. So, yeah, world location. Say from the sphere. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Say it's gonna just attach to us either way. And bring that up here. Okay, so now we should be able to. I'm gonna pick them up just for nostalgia, I should say, but you don't have to pick these up. So now wait a minute. Oh, so okay, so it is working, but I never changed our actor we're spawning. It was just spawning the Nerf gun over and over. We need our assault rifle. You pick it up. You got gun 1. Oh, that was interesting. It didn't hit the gun, but it still destroyed it. Whoa! That's weird. And well, that wasn't. I was not expecting that one. So apparently we could pick up boxes too. But you can see we could switch in between the weapons now. Oh. I don't know why we'd be able to even pick up a box, considering this cache should fail and it shouldn't even attempt to connect. Oh. Wait. That would be why. If we turn this to impure cast and made it run through this, that would fix that. So now the cast will fail. So if the cast fails, we can't pick up boxes no more. We don't want to pick up boxes. And now we can't pick up boxes. Okay, so we can pick up our guns and switch between them now. I mean, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. But a lot of people I've seen have been asking about through a mouse wheel. A mouse wheel is very simple. That's why we created the whole weapons in the enum. If we do mouse wheel wheel up, and then mouse wheel down. We're going to get... Where's the enum of guns? I must not have made it. I'm going to make a new variable real quick. Guns enum. I'll just call it enum weapons. We don't want that in an array. So, damn it. So what we're going to do is we're going to, on our mouse wheel up, all we're going to do is we're going to get our enum, and then we're going to plus or subtract it. That's it. So that way, if we're in slot 0, where it starts, our Nerf gun, we can't subtract anymore. We're at the beginning. It won't be able to subtract. Well, it might be able to go negative, but obviously we'd put something in. I don't think an enum will allow you to go negative, but I could be wrong on that. So, and then it also goes for mouse wheel up, and it'll get to the limit, and we will no longer be able to go up. So we can just say mouse wheel up or down. We can move up or down through our enum of weapons, and then we would set the enum from here, and then we say, okay, we're holding the Nerf gun and we scrolled up, we want to move up one in the enum, which would give us which weapon. What we do, we'd connect this to our released. And so now we go, okay, well, what weapon are we holding? We go switch on enum. We're going to get the current enum. That's what it's going to switch up off of. You actually don't even need to drag off that. You can just drag it off right here. And then we could drag it off from right from here and just copy what we just did with our buttons. So you could say if it's the Nerf gun, we're going to destroy our current holding gun. We're going to destroy our holding gun, destroy actor, holding gun. And then we're going to create our Nerf gun and attach it. Just that easy. And this will allow you to... All you have to do is just copy and paste all of that and then switch whatever you're spawning. And that's all there's going to be. And then that way, when we go to do the mouse up, it's going to say, which enum am I at? You can have 500 different weapons. You can say, which one am I at? I'm going to move up one in the list or down one if we subtract it off of our mouse wheel down. And it would be the same thing on mouse wheel down. You just do this down here with your connected enum. When it was released, you check, you'd switch on the enum weapons, destroy your actor, respawn the new one, and attach it. So, if you guys do want me to make something a little more complicated where we can find out if he's holding... if he's picked up the weapon before, we can create that. As you can see too, you would also want to check if you're already holding that current weapon. I forgot to put that in. So like, we can respawn the assault rifle or the Nerf gun over and over again if we keep pressing the button, even though we're already holding it. We need to check first to make sure if we're holding the gun. Wait. We are. I just thought about that. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. For some reason, it's not holding our Nerf gun even though we are. And it does the same for the assault rifle. It might need to be cleared before reset. That would be my only guess. But I'm going to wrap that up here. If you guys would like to see this more in depth, just let me know.